Hey everyone, we are going to go through an upper body push session with Leyna. We're going to do pecs, shoulders, triceps. You ready, Leyna?
Yep, let's do it.
Hey everyone, Smitty here. As I said, training with Leyna tonight, starting with the dumbbell incline press, and we're doing one set to failure, 12.5 kilos for Leyna. Because she is quite short with really short limbs, she's quite strong, especially at pressing. So 12.5 kilos, and we're really focusing on controlled on the way down to stretch the pecs. I'm reminding her to pause at that position there, and then a slow start. So we're not counting necessarily how many reps, and we're not counting the rep speed or the cadence, but just slow and controlled. And she did a great job, now that I'm watching this video back, did a great job of not locking out at the top. Remember, locking out makes the exercise easier. Going fast makes the exercise easier. So if you're looking to get more reps maybe for a competition, then you'd want to do those things. You'd want to make the exercise easier. But when we're trying to grow muscle, burn fat, and become stronger humans, well, the exercise has to be challenging. So a slight pause to lose momentum, a slow start makes it safe and also a lot harder. So I was guiding. The way I'm spotting, I'm not really helping, but I'm just kind of dictating the rep speed. I notice with a lot of people, if I take my hands away, they go a little bit too fast. So one cue, if you're PTing someone or you're working on the bench press or dumbbell press, think squeeze instead of press. Don't tell someone to go up, 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 or push, push, push. Think squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. So Leyna's off to a great start there. Then we're on to the dumbbell lateral press, and I like to explain really thinking of your elbows. Remember that your deltoids are attached to the upper arm, not your lower arm. So instead of trying to move the weight, I like to lead with my elbows. And I'm trying to tell Leyna there not to bring the elbows back like she did. Try and keep your elbows in front of your shoulders like she is there. And then pour the milk, pour the orange juice, pour the jugs out. Same thing here, Leyna's with her short arms. She's really strong at this. She can lift double the weight, but I'd rather make it harder and use less weight. So with the dumbbell lateral raise, we don't want to go all the way down because, again, your muscles get to rest. If you just go all the way down and you're hanging, the muscles get to rest. And we don't want to rest. We want this to be hard. So I can see Leyna there is starting to pull. So I remind her to keep the elbows forward. See how that was a lot better there. But I also wanted to make it harder. I need those red plates away from her shoulders. The closer they are to her shoulders, see how she drags them back? The reason her body's doing that is to make it easier. So I'm pulling the plates there, saying, I don't want these plates near your shoulders. I want you to almost push them towards me. So pour and push. And that's just a great technique, guys. You can just use a heavier weight. That's one option to reach failure easier. Or you can make this harder by pushing them away. And then I just pushed her back a little bit because you don't actually want to straighten your arms because that takes tension off the shoulders, kind of places it onto the elbows and forearms there. So there's just some tips. That's the way I like to do my lateral raises. Again, not going all the way down, a slow and controlled start. Try to lead with the elbows. I love this exercise with almost every week. I'll do this with PT clients because it's so easy to take to failure. Most people near the end will start shrugging a little bit, so I remind Leyna to keep the scaps down, but it's a pretty safe exercise, or a really safe exercise. Everyone feels it extraordinarily in the shoulders. Nice and safe, nice and easy, but painful and brutal, and an easy way to take clients or to get yourself to failure safely and easy. I even like doing some half reps, so I'm making Leyna go really slow on the way down now. I'm doing quite a fair bit here. I'm helping a fair bit, just enough, and then making her hold. She's started to breathe deep, which is what I'm really looking for, is that deep, deep breathing. And then congratulate her at the end. Fantastic. Love that exercise. Next, we moved on to the triceps, and we went with the dumbbell tricep extension. What I'll keep reminding her, this position here, guys, push the elbows high. Want the elbows really high, and we don't want to go all the way up to lockout on this one either. So control down, feel the triceps stretch, feel them stretch, pause, slow start, and then we don't have to lock all the way out. So on the way down, try keep your elbows high. I do this with hamstrings as well on a Romanian deadlift stretch by keeping the elbows high, push the elbows high, slow start. I don't love spotting people on this one. It's difficult to give enough without, you can see Leyna's kind of the right side's moving less than the left. So if people have inadequacies or what would you call it? a difference in strength between left and right. It's quite hard to spot, not impossible, but if you are going to spot people on this, try grab them from the wrist instead of the dumbbell. I know if someone was spotting me, I just prefer it. I don't know exactly why, but just helps keep it a bit more balanced. Grab the wrist instead. Touch people's triceps to remind them of where to feel it. That's a great cue on almost any exercise. And just remind the patient or the client to feel the stretch, slow start, and focus on breathing. You can see she's almost giving out. She said, I can't. And if anyone says they can't, that really means one more. Nice slow start, and then I had to do a fair bit on the left-hand side for Leyna there. But that was a great set to failure. A mental push as well. I always love it when they say one more, but they do two more. That's the point. So that was it, 3 exercises. And we moved on just for some core control here, or some ab control. Learning how to tilt the pelvis and do some leg raises under control. Again, we're not trying to do leg raises for the sake of leg raises. We're trying to contract the abs. So just learning how to control the pelvis and tuck under. I've got my hand on Leyna's lower back and saying push into there to activate the abs, and then raise from there. So we did 1 set. I think it lasted 45 to 60 seconds. Just threw that in there just to keep practicing some pelvic control, get some extra work in. And then because the session was so fast, I set Leyna up on a workout. It was 3 rounds of this, 5 calories on the bike into 20 shoulder taps into 10 dumbbell shoulder press. The shoulder taps, I just reminded Leyna to go nice and controlled and to keep that pelvis tucked under, not letting the lower back arch. You can see one of Leyna's kids up the stairs and one behind her there. So she's a busy mum, still working, dieting and cooking and trying to get to gym. So nice, fast sessions are the key. Try and work the muscle groups to failure. A quick warm-up, a little bit of abs, a little bit of cardio if they like it, or this type of circuit work if the person likes it. And I've got screenshots coming up of how long the workout took. So I've added some screenshots here. The first set, we began this workout at 5:39 p.m. and Leyna was finishing the last round of the shoulder press 17 minutes later, guys. So 3 exercises or 4 exercises and then a quick circuit, 17. So you'd say 20 minutes this workout took. That's all you need. Keep the intensity high if you're looking to build muscle, burn fat, and become a stronger human. Chat to you guys soon.